Hi everyone, happy Friday. It's the Cotswolds girl here. Thought I would drop another video today just to again bring some light and joy into your lives. But look, I'm very excited today because I actually something that a lot of people don't know about me is that I actually sponsor a child over in Guatemala, have for the last 5 years, and I received one of his letters today, and honestly it just makes my heart burst. I'm so happy to be doing it. I love doing it and I love being able to make a difference to someone. So I love getting his letters. When I first sponsored him, he was only little, probably about 2 or 3, and obviously now he's going to school and his language skills are getting a lot better, and I'm sort of getting letters a lot more frequently. So I'll hold it up for you so you can have a bit of a look at it. It's absolutely beautiful, as you can see there. His name is Jonathan Johan, and he lives with his family, and he started going to school and he likes football, and it just honestly makes my heart sing. So I sponsor him through Action Aid, very worthwhile cause. They do a lot for underprivileged girls as well, but I'd sponsor him through that. And yeah, so here's the booklet that you get that just goes to show all of the good work that they're doing across the world. So I'm really happy to get that today. So that's going straight onto my fridge. And do you know what? It's after going through all of the fertility stuff that we've sort of been going through, to be able to do something like that, not for a child of my own, but being able to, give a child somewhere else in the world, just an opportunity like that, it just really fulfills me. So anyone that's sort of considering it, for less than a cup of coffee and a croissant for breakfast once a month, you can actually make a massive difference. So please consider it. I know times are tough, but in my head, I can justify 20 quid a month, and it just is going to make someone's life just infinitely better. So anyway, that's a bit about that. So what I'm going to move on to is, again, something that, and the way I see life, it's, there's always something to be grateful for. And obviously we're now at the, heading into the autumn season, and the, Thanksgiving season, the harvest and all of that is upon us. So while we all go through some terrible stuff, and I think I sort of mentioned a few things in my last video that haven't been great, that have really sort of hit me for 6 over the last little while. Out of that, I've sort of taken on some self-reflection, and I am absolutely determined to be grateful for things in my life, things that I can control, but also, having come through some of these things, which includes a bit of unaliving, it brings things into perspective. And what it does, what I wake up every morning feeling is grateful. So something that I am grateful for is this beautiful roof over my head. I'm so very fortunate to, live in a spot that I love, in a community that's amazing, and have the ability to do that. I'm very grateful to have my husband, who is an absolute support network for me. There's times where he drives me insane. There are times when we are just giggly school kids, and there's times that when we work together, when it's all very serious. But honestly, he's just my absolute rock, and I just am so thankful and grateful to have him in my life. I'm thankful for my parents. I'm thankful for my sisters. I am thankful for my wonderful friends that I've made across the globe, including one who has just moved to the UK and literally only about 30 kilometres from me. So I'm very, very excited about that. And she was a friend, not from where I'm from originally in Adelaide, but from Melbourne, who I was friends with after I started rowing at Melbourne Rowing Club. So just in all walks of life, I'm just so thankful to have made friends along the way that have improved my life. I'm thankful for my health. It's one of those things, like, I mean, how many people do you see walking around these days miserable because they're carrying a little bit of extra weight, or you know, or your hair's going grey, or, you know, all these things that you can change, you know, wrinkles on your forehead, or, you know, all these sorts of things. But just to be able to wake up, stretch, you know, stretch out in the morning, have use of all of my limbs, you know, you can't take it for granted. And I'm so thankful that I have my health. I'm so thankful that I have use of all of my limbs. I'm just never ever going to not take that. I'm not going to take it for granted. I'm thankful that I am working in an industry that I absolutely love. Very invested in that. I love what I do. I love recruiting into the industry that I recruit into, and I'm thankful for all the opportunities that has also given me. I'm thankful for my, as I said, for my family, for my married family. Wonderful people who have just accepted me as part of it. There are so many times, when families don't get on or don't agree, or there's friction or any of this sort of stuff. I've been so fortunate to not come across any of that. And that's, again, something that you just can't take for granted, and I never will. I am thankful for the fact that it's raining outside today, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but my garden desperately needs it, and it means that, come spring, hopefully all my flowers will be in bloom. So, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to be able to use my brain in an efficient manner, and I'm thankful that I can smile every day. So all I would say for a Friday is take 5 minutes, if you can, out of your day and sit back and think what you're really, really grateful for, what you're thankful for, and, just give a quiet word to the universe. Just, I'm thankful for this. I would, and look, we all get in funks. I know how difficult it is, and a lot of people are struggling. But honestly, if you can just even try and pick out one thing that you're grateful for in your day, try to turn the grey into yellow. And I know that sounds so cheesy, and I'm so sorry, but I there's no other way that I can really describe it. It's, when yellow to me feels happy, it feels light, it feels sunshine, it feels playful. So, if we can turn grey into yellow, just even for a couple of minutes a day, your immediate environment, your household, and anyone that you come into contact with will pick up on that energy. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Friday, a lovely weekend. Keep safe. Do something a little bit crazy if you want to. I'm going to the Cirencester History Festival, where I get to see Helen Castor and Philippa Langley. So I'm really excited about that. And I will do another video based all around my history stuff, which I'm kind of excited about as well. So anyway, have a lovely weekend. Spread the love. Please like, share, subscribe to my videos. I'm really hoping that I can build a lovely community and environment here. And I hope you just have spent some wonderful time with your family, and bless you all, and have a great weekend. Mwah! Love ya.